I want the SPLM to prepare to secure another mandate from the people. I am affirming our position is that we are for elections. We want our people to elect their leaders. Dear comrades, I want us to unite and work together. The SPLM is a party that brought us the CBA and our independence. I want members of the political bureau and the National Liberation Council to mobilize their constituencies for a peaceful and stable election. We must be committed to values of SPLM so we build a prosperous nation.
For his part, First Deputy Chairman Dr. James Waniga assured members that the party leadership remains firmly focused on refining its strategies and ensuring organizational discipline.
Our immediate mandatory function is to pay the long-delayed civil servants' salaries, along the delivery of the dire services to our citizens. Here, we must leave no stone unturned there. For the country to take off economically, the cabinet and the parliament policies ought to be a derivative of and influenced by the SPLM refined strategies. Since we are the ruling party, I am committed to advancing policies that promote economic diversification, agricultural development, and sustainable growth.
Taking up his new role as the Secretary General, Dr. Akol Paul Kodit pledged to strengthen the SPLM internal structures and deepen democratic practices within the party. In his inaugural address, Akol said the ongoing reforms mark a movement of renewed spirit, revival and unity within the SPLM, adding that the changes will help the party realize its mission and vision.
Comrade Chairman, I wholeheartedly welcome and accept this call to serve our country and our party at this critical time in our history. So, Comrade Chairman, there's a new spirit in the movement, a new spirit of revival, a new spirit of unity in the SPLM, and we are going to take it up from there. We're not going to stop again. We will live here victorious, revive, strengthen, standing tall as we defeat the force of darkness. We shall again rise as SPLM to unite this country.
President Kiir also issued a direct call to action, urging SPLM leaders and cadres to mobilize supporters in every constituency and to uphold SPLM as people-centered party capable of achieving its historic objectives. The ceremony reflects a renewed drive to re-energize the party political base, promote inclusivity, and ensure SPLM maintains a central role in shaping South Sudan's democratic future. Priska Akol, SSBC News, Juba.
Thank you, Priska Cole, for that report. Now, in a bid to enhance accountability by removing the ghost names in the government payrolls, Vice President for Service Cluster Josephine Joseph Lagu has presided over the launch of the National Public and Headcount and Biometric Registration Exercise. SSBC's Yuel Ringa reports.
Vice President for Service Cluster Josephine Joseph Lagu has officially launched the National Public Headcount and Biometric Registration Exercise at the Ministry of Public Service and Human Resources Development. The initiative marks a significant milestone in the government's ongoing effort to strengthen public service management and clean the national payroll by identifying ghost names, improving accountability, and ensuring effective development of staff across all institutions.
We want to create a system that will benefit all of our civil servants across the country. We want to create a system that will be sustainable, a system that, we as a country and as a government will be proud of, a system that the next generation will applaud the current generation. So through this process, we aim to establish a credible and verifiable database of all public servants, ensuring that only those who genuinely serve the government are on the payroll.
The Minister of Public Service and Human Resources Development, Dr. Bishop, reaffirmed the ministry commitment to implementing comprehensive civil service reform.
This important national exercise will be implemented in phased, beginning with 5 piloting sites of Minister of Presidential Affairs, the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, the Minister of Public Service and Human Resource Development, the Minister of Finance and Planning, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation.
The Minister of Labour, James Othmai, highlighted the persistent challenges in managing the payroll and expressed confidence that the new system will help resolving long-standing issues.
And we need you really to have ethic of work, to have integrity, treat everybody the same. Because I know this one will come out. Now we are working on promotion, and then new people will come. Our children are still unemployed because there is no place in the civil service.
Which is the given and public service administration
Thank you, Yuel, for that report. The Presidential Advisor on National Security Affairs, Galwak Manime, has convened a constructive discussion with the Sudanese ambassador to South Sudan, Isam Al-Din Mohammed Hassan, on bolstering economic, security and political ties between Juba and Khartoum. The Sudanese ambassador, Isam Al-Din Mohammed, says he briefed the security advisor on the latest political, social and security development in Sudan. The security advisor assured the Sudanese diplomats of the commitment of the government of South Sudan to collaborations aimed at boosting regional peace and stability.
التقيت في هذا اليوم بالسيد المستشار توت جولواك لمناقشة تطور العلاقات الثنائية بين السودان وجمهورية جنوب السودان، وناقشنا كثير من الملفات التي تقوي وتعضد العلاقات الثنائية بين البلدين، وأديناه تنوير كامل عن ما يجري من الأحداث السياسية والعسكرية في السودان، وبدينا له استعدادنا الكامل للتعاون الوثيق بين السودان وجمهورية جنوب السودان لتقوية وتطوير العلاقات في كل المجالات السياسية والاقتصادية والأمنية. وسوف تشهد العلاقات الثنائية بين الدولتين في مستقبل الأيام الكثير من التطورات الإيجابية بين
The senior presidential envoy on special programs, Adut Salva Kiir Mayardit, continues to ensure her commitment to leading efforts aimed at empowering youth and women in the country. Adut made the commitment in a meeting with the visiting AU special envoy on women, peace and security, Ambassador Levrata Malumumba, in Juba on Tuesday. Discussions also explored progress and challenges in the implementation of the peace agreement.
We arrived here with the objective, first of all, to reaffirm the solidarity of the African Union with the women and the people of South Sudan, to be able to engage as the people of South Sudan undergo this political transition process, and as the country heads to the elections in December 2026, we thought this is a pivotal moment to undertake this solidarity mission, to be able to engage with the women, to engage with the government in ensuring meaningful women participation in the political process, in the peace process, but also to hear the progress made in the implementation of the revitalization of the...
Now, at Juba International Airport, major renovation and drainage works are underway as part of efforts to modernize the South Sudan's main gateway. Airport authorities mentioned challenges and future plans to overcome any arising issues. SBC's Matiang Joseph filed these reports.
Juba International Airport is currently undergoing major renovations, including the installation of runway lights and the upgrading of terminal facilities, paving the way for 24-hour flight operations in the country. The extensive renovation follows the appointment of the new airport general manager, Kant, who says the ongoing works focus on improving drainage systems and enhancing terminal facilities to boosting safety and passenger experience, especially during the rainy season. He says the works are progressing well and are expected to be completed soon, paving the way for round-the-clock operations, including night flights to regional and international destinations. Responding to questions on why the airport opted for renovation rather than building entirely new terminals, Kurt explains that the current plan is part of a phased development program within available resources of the country. He also addresses public concerns over warehouses located between Crown Hotel and the main entrance, saying the land is under review and future expansion will prioritize construction of modern passenger terminals that meet international standards like Bole International Airport in Addis Ababa. On the renovation cost, Kurt notes that the Civil Aviation Authority is monitoring the project closely to ensure the contracted company meets required specifications. Reporting for SSBC News, Mathiang Joseph, Juba.
And from that story, we are now joined by Juba International Airport General Manager, Mr. Kat Monjok, who will be shedding light on the latest development taking place at Juba International Airport. Mr. Kat, you are welcome to SSBC Studio.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, as we proceed with our interview, briefly tell us what more do we know about the ongoing renovations at Juba International Airport?
Thank you so much, Abraham, for having me today. It's a pleasure and honor to be here at SSBC. Juba International Airport, early this year, we have embarked on a lot of projects that are meant to enhance safety, standard, security, efficiency, and reliability of the airport. So we have phase one of the projects that are ongoing. In phase one of the project, we are currently doing the runway light installations, which is almost at 90%. We have also done both departure and arrival terminal renovation. We have also done passengers and stakeholders parking lot, which is also under construction. And then we also have integrated the apron, which is the maintenance. And we have also worked on the drainage system, because initially the airport used to be very flooded, especially during the raining season.
You said 90% of this ongoing renovation is completed. So when exactly are we expecting this, renovation to finish? And after finishing, do we expect, flights to take off or land at night and to fly to their destination within the regions?
Yes, currently I would say that we are doing well, the progress, and we have a very positive feedback from the public and also the passengers. Currently, the domestic flights within South Sudan or even internationally, you can take off at night, based on the request. But fully, we have not launched that particular service. But all the process and the current physical infrastructure development that is ongoing, they are meant to ensure that Juba Airport should extend its operational time to morning hours. So that is our plan and expectation.
But why do we call it international airport when we don't have night flights?
Well, it is because this is our major primary hub that connects us to the rest of the world, and it also connects us to other, to various countries. So this is the major hub that we have in this country. But we are going through, it's a continuous improvement and development. So I believe by next year, Juba International Airport will be on a different level, because the management and under the directive of Honorable John Oja of South Sudan Civil Aviation, we have a clear defined goals and a clear vision and clarity of purpose of what we exactly wanted to do as management. So we are going in stages, which is the stage 1. The stage 2, we are going to extend the taxiway, so that based on the requests that have also been made by their major airlines, such as KLM, Qatar, they also wanted to open their route to South Sudan.
I know very well Juba International Airport is really big. You know, starting from the eastern side, where there is Crown Hotel. I also know there are warehouses there, up to the western part of it, which is currently occupied by the United Nations mission in South Sudan.
Correct.
So are there plans put in place to remove those warehouses from the eastern side of the airport? And then armies, are there plans to relocate armies from that area that can be used for domestic flights?
Well, currently it's not our primary goal in order to do that. The master plan of Juba International Airport does not have the warehouses. The warehouses have no any impact on the current projects that we wanted to do. But the master plan entails that the area occupied by UNMIS is the airport land, which I believe the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also civil aviation and other stakeholders, there are current negotiations that are underway to ensure that maybe if there's a relocation of UNMIS to other alternative sites, yes. But currently, it's not our primary objective to do that.
But given the ongoing renovation right now at the airport, is the airport going to look like other international airports in the region? I can give you an example of Polio International Airport as well as Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Is that how our airport is going to look like?
Well, our airport is going to be much more modern because we are like Kenyans, we are like Ugandans. We have smart South Sudanese, we have intellectuals, we have people like with the skills and the mentality and the ability to work. So it's just a process, and you understand our country was in because of the previous internal conflict, but was it not because of that a lot of significant development would have been made in the past. So I appreciate the initiative that the government has taken to ensure that there's peace and stability. The current development and infrastructure integration that is happening at Juba International Airport, that is a dividend of peace. There's peace and there's security. That's why even at night, I'm able to operate with my team 24/7. If you can maybe currently pay a visit right now, you will see that our staff, some are even working. These are dividend of peace. So with continued peace and harmony in our country, a lot of development will happen, not only at Juba International Airport, but also in other various government institutions.
Okay, are we expecting international flights to be landing here in the future?
Yes. Yes, we are.
How long would it take?
Our projections that we're estimating, at least by next year, March, because the phase 2 of our master plan that we have is that we wanted to develop an alternative airport. For example, we are targeting Ruweng based on the proximity to Juba, so that in the event that we have a severe weather condition, and then we don't have to redirect the flight to Entebbe, because it requires a series of clearance and also time factor as well. So we wanted to, after Juba International Airport, we wanted to build an alternative airport, which we are targeting Ruweng and areas that are very close to Juba, like Bor, for example. And after that, there's a plan by the government to develop and to build Tali International Airport as one of the biggest hub to Juba.
Okay, given the ongoing renovation right now at the airport, how do you see Juba International Airport in the next 5 years?
Well, the future is bright. I see it as going to be one of the best modern facility. Like I said, there's a vision. The vision is there, and we have a strategic plan and policies that we are working through those guidelines. So every day, from the management to our staff, we have laid out a clear vision. They know what the institution expect out of them, and we also as managers, we understand what the public and the government expect out of us. So there's a plan.
Yes, we are currently running out of time, but yes. As we conclude this interview, what is your central message to the people of South Sudan? You know very well this is our only international airport here, although we don't see flights landing at night. So what is your message to the people of South Sudan regarding the ongoing renovations at Juba International Airport?
I would like to say that on behalf of South Sudan Civil Aviation and the entire staff of Juba International Airport, and so our message to the public is that let them have faith in us, that we're going to serve our people with integrity and diligence. So there's a hope, and Juba International Airport is going to be one of your best facility. We wanted to make sure as well you have the best experience and comfort as you use Juba International Airport. So I will encourage that to say that there's more to come for our stakeholders.
Thank you, Mr. Kad.
My pleasure.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
That was Juba International Airport General Manager Kat Munjoki shedding light on the ongoing renovations at the airport. From that, we now go for a short break, and we will be back with more stories. Please, do stay with us. Welcome back from that short break, and in case you have just joined us, this is SSBC 8 p.m. News coming to life in the national capital, Juba, with me, Abraham Aken. Now, Juba and Beijing have renewed effort to deepen bilateral relations for the mutual benefit of their citizens in both nations. This follows a meeting between the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation and Chinese Ambassador Mia Yang on strengthening bilateral relations across various fields. Minister Kumba reaffirmed the government's commitment to deepening its ties with the People's Republic of China. Ambassador Mia Yang commended the South Sudan's government's unwavering commitment to working closely with China, signaling mutual desire to bolster the partnership. Crossing now to eastern Equatoria State, where Governor Luis Lobong Lejore says calm has returned to Torit following this morning's incident. The governor directed the military to step up their role of defending the people and their property from the enemies of peace. The governor says the government and the people of eastern Equatoria State remain committed to dialogue as the best means to settle disputes.
Today, the 18th November 2025. I would like to inform the public on the SPLM IO attacks in Torit towns and other areas of eastern Equatoria states. Today, at approximately 5 a.m., SPLA-IO forces launched an armed raid on Torit town, specifically targeting Torit Military Hospital. At the same time, a group of armed SPLA-IO elements advanced from Inyif, that is Gumbo, and opened fire on official vehicles of the Torit County Commission, resulting in the killing of a police captain who was serving as Deputy Inspector of Police, Torit County. These incidents follows an ambush on a passenger's vehicle traveling from Kapoeta to Napotipot in Kapoeta East.
Reverting your attention to major infrastructural development, South Sudan and Ethiopia have finalized the process of conducting a feasibility study on 320-kilometer Pagak-Matiang-Maiwut-Paloj Road as construction begins early 2026, according to official South Sudan Roads Authority and Ethiopian Roads Administration. For the procurement take the supervisory role. Roads and Bridges Under Secretary John Korcholding stressed the importance of the project in connecting South Sudan to port of Djibouti through Ethiopia. The Director General of Ethiopian Roads Administration, Mohammed Abdurrahman, says the road project symbolizes economic cooperation between Juba and Addis Ababa. Crossing to Upper Nile state capital Malakal, where authorities there are stepping up security efforts to safeguard the economic activities ahead of the festive season. Governor Jacob Dollar wrote while inspecting Malakal market encourages his people in the state to remain committed to promoting peace and unity for the shared prosperity. Dollar says his government continues to prioritize infrastructural and economic development. The National Bureau of Standards is hosting a 5-day East African Regional Harmonization Forum focusing on food hygiene and safety management, bringing together experts from the region. Grace Abba Daniel of the University of Juba stresses that the discussions aim to establish clear food hygiene guidelines and raise public awareness on safe consumption. Professor Bennett Shore from Tanzania Sokin University expresses eagerness to harmonize standards through refined scientific food testing procedures.
To draft and put scientific facts about food safety and hygiene on what we eat. As a food scientist myself, our target is consumer protection. Is the food that comes in South Sudan safe? Are our people aware of what is happening? Do they know the facts about food? So this answer will come.
A World Bank delegation in cooperation with the International Organization for Migration IOM is assessing medical, educational and water facilities in Ruweng administrative area as part of the ongoing efforts to ascertain challenges affecting the delivery of essential services to the local communities in the region. Our reporter Jackson Lagu asked the details from Ruweng.
The administration of Ruweng administrative area is collaborating with the partners to guarantee basic service delivery in the region. A combined team from the World Bank, the International Organization for Migration, and the government inspects schools, water yards, and health facilities funded by the World Bank to save the public.
We hope that what this will do is, because the refugees have arrived in this community, the need is much higher, and the need for classrooms, for water is going to be higher than if the population had not increased and not doubled in some of these locations. So ECRP2 and the government decided to increase the investments here so that the people who come have access to all the services that they need.
In a related development, representatives from the World Bank and the International Organization for Migration consult with the administration of Ruweng administrative area on projects funded by the World Bank. In a public statement, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Information, James Manyuluak Mijak, deliberates the consultations.
We hope that in the near future, all these donors and the partners and the government of Ruweng administrative area will work hand in hand to ensure that all these social services delivery will be done as a team. And thank you, and wish you all the best back to Juba when you travel here to Yeda. Ruweng administrative area is safe, security-wise is normal.
The World Bank representative Lucas Losecha says it is especially important to see to it the implementation support mission of Enhancing Resilience Community Project Phase 2 in Ruweng administrative area is fully functional.
On these visits, we travel to the project locations where we implement activities, in this case, investments in schools, water yards, and other infrastructure. And we come here to also do these joint visits with the government, but specifically we want to see how these investments are actually serving the communities. And the way the project is designed is that there is a strong co-ownership by the host communities and the refugees, given the large inflow of refugees into these areas. So we're pleased to see that both the water yards and the schools and other facilities, they are really serving the joint benefit of the host communities and the refugees.
Enhancing Resilient Community Projects is a scheme funded by the World Bank and implemented by IOM for strengthening management in supporting the inhabitants of Ruweng administrative area. Jackson Lagu, SSBC News.
From Ruweng, we now cross over to Unity State, where the government is stepping up efforts to address environmental challenges and the lack of essential facilities for communities residing in the oil-producing areas. This follows an inspection visit to the oil fields by the Parliamentary Petroleum Committee led by Martin Mobilkong to assess conditions at the Unity oil field. From Bentiu, SSBC's Mayan Riamyok reports.
Committee for Petroleum in the National Transitional Assembly, led by Honorable Martin Mobilkong, is currently assessing conditions at the Unity oil field in Unity State. During the visit, the committee held a meeting with GPOC staff on the ground and listened to concerns raised by the workers regarding operational challenges and workplace welfare.
We are here actually to find out whether the relationship between the companies and the government is good, and which they confirm that they are doing very well. The other things is we wanted to find out about the communities and the relocation of the communities and the floods, the impact on them. We have heard stories about how the communities are being moved from place and sometimes they return there. Regarding the security, also we had a very good briefing on the security of the situation, which is now calm and there are no much worries.
GPOC field-based manager Mathawa James Dak briefed the committee on the company's key challenges and reaffirmed Juba-Khartoum's commitment to prioritizing safety, health, and environmental protection.
We have discussed a lot of operation challenges, include issues that are affecting the oil operation. We have scheduled our program to be some of the oil facilities in the oil field, in which one of them is a barmentation system that was actually been inspected by them. They have seen the very challenge that is facing the oil operation. Secondly, we will be going to meet with the local authority as they have put it forward to also see some of the social and corporate responsibility program that are being implemented by GFOX.
The assessment visit is part of the broader initiative aimed at strengthening cooperation and working relation between the National Assembly and the country's oil companies, ensuring improved standard and accountability across the sector. Maya Riamyok, SSBC News.
Thank you, Mayan Riamyok, for that report. From Bentiu, we now cross over to Jonglei State, where the World Polio Day has been celebrated in the capital Bor on Monday under the theme Leave No Child Behind. Addressing the occasion, the expanded program for immunization manager Matthew Machot, who is also the Director General in the Ministry of Health, says government remains committed to providing basic health service to the citizens. The World Health Organization expanded program on immunization manager Dr. Jok Manyok says nations are united under the global theme End Polio. Every child, every vaccine, everywhere. And worshippers gathered at the Cornerstone Fellowship International Church in Juba for the second annual Gospel Festival. Addressing the occasion, Pastor David Mamouche calls on the congregation to uphold unity and spread God's words to foster peace. For his part, Jane Abdu Tom stresses the importance of praying to enhance national stability, while a church member, Christine Dema, appeals for love and unity among believers. Great news for Zain customers as the company launches its new Sultan Deals package aimed at strengthening its competitive position in the telecom market. Dutak Pinjok has more on this story.
Such as improved SIMs activation commissions, innovative add-ons, the popular Adia Minutes Sultan and Felix Bundle Tailor to meet the needs of point-of-sale agents, distributors, and freelance sales partners. According to the company official, these offers have been specifically developed to ensure that all commercial partners share in the broader commercial growth of Zain South Sudan. Zain Chief Commercial Officer Mohamed Mursi described the initiative as a direct response to the overwhelming customers' demand for better and upgraded service across the country.
A lineup of good news, good products and services, new ones, under the name of Sultan Deals, that is tailored and customized for the people of South Sudan in order to deliver to them unmatched value and the best value for their money to keep them connected anytime, anywhere, to any number in the country. Over the past months, we have done a great deal of listening. We've listened to our customers, we've listened to the people of South Sudan and what they want from their operator. And we heard them loud and clear.
Meanwhile, Daniel Lora, Director of Operation Zain Company, encourages customers to continue cooperating with the company as it works to address the existing challenges and extend service coverage.
We want to make sure that our customers have connected everywhere. We know that people have their loved ones across the country. across all the states, across all the regions and all the villages that are around. And we make sure that our plans for 2026 expand, continuous, building on the expansion of the coverage that we are doing already. And that is why we will make sure that all cities and all towns will be connected, because in Zain, everything is possible. And technology makes it possible for us.
The company stresses that the introductions of the Sultan's deals align with Zain's long-term strategies to expand, upgrade, and stabilize network infrastructure nationwide. Dutta Pinjok, SSBC News.
And finally, the clerk to the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, Santino Majakding, has officially announced to the honorable members of the August House that there will be a sitting of the August House at the main hall on Tuesday, 20th November 2025 at 10 a.m. All the honorable members of the Legislative Assembly are kindly requested to attend the sitting as scheduled. The office of the clerk notes that this communication serves as formal notification and urges all members to observe the directive accordingly. And with that, we have come to the end of our news. From me, Abraham Aken, and the whole team here, we thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.
Sila nina kulu, bele deke bibi tima nina kulu. Mabidaya ne katulu badun, yeah. Anabirudu beledi, Junub Sudan de beledi. Anabihibu beledi, Junub Sudan de beledi. Anabirudu beledi, Junub Sudan de beledi. Anabihibu beledi. Junub Sudan de beledi. Belede jera deru rabaru, no deru salaru. Belede jera deru rabaru, o deru salaru. No de biraba ma vizol bi wogi vo iyal de bistakal ma vizol bi turuju. Ana wo ita, kilina sibu tipiga. Ana wo ita, kilina ibu badu. Kilina raba apartment. Kelena abi no shawari. No baby raba ma visual be wongi vo. Yal de bistaka ma visual be turuju. Belede, you know the tanina. Anabi rudu beledi.